Humping is a frequent and embarrassing behavior you may observe in your dog. Sometimes dogs hump other dogs. Sometimes they hump a stuffed animal or a sofa. Perhaps worst, sometimes they hump a person's leg. Before we move on with this video, you need to grab the free Dog Training Secrets Guide, in which I have disclosed the deepest dog training secrets that professional dog trainers don't want you to know about. These training secrets would help you have a well-behaved, super intelligent, smart and obedient dog without spending hours in training him/her. Link to the free Secret Training Technique guide is in the description below. ! Why do dogs hump? Humping, or mounting, is an action that seems inherently sexual in nature. However, this is not always the case. Humping is part instinct and part learned behavior, and, most importantly, it is completely normal for dogs. It only becomes a behavior problem when your dog humps people, upsets other dogs by mounting them, or when the humping is excessive. Sexual, hormonal. An intact dog, not spayed or neutered, may hump other dogs due to hormones and sexual attraction. When both dogs are intact, they usually end up mating, so you need to keep intact dogs of the opposite sex separate if you don't want that to happen. Sometimes, an intact dog will hump a spayed or neutered dog. Females hump too, and it may or may not be sexual in nature. Having your dog neutered or spayed may help with the problem, but be aware that dogs may develop the habit of humping before they're altered and continue it afterward. Excitement. Usually, dogs aren't emulating mating behavior when they hump. Non-sexual arousal is more likely to provoke a dog to hump. It's just a way for the dog to burn off energy or relieve stress. Some dogs bark, some run or jump, and others hump. This is normal for many dogs. If the behavior is frequent, training may help by redirecting your dog to another outlet for its excess energy. Playfulness. Like play fighting, play humping can be a completely normal and acceptable behavior between two dogs as long as it doesn't upset one of the dogs. Some dogs play hump each other back and forth, and everyone is fine with it. Some dogs simply enjoy humping. Make sure to break it up if one of the dogs seems annoyed by the humping. Medical issues. Before you try to train your dog not to hump, you should rule out any medical causes. While humping is not usually related to a medical condition, there are a few possibilities. Urinary tract infections, skin allergies, and priapism, persistent erection, may elicit humping, as well as other behaviors, such as licking the genital area or rubbing against furniture or other objects. Your vet should be able to rule out health conditions as possible reasons for humping. How to stop humping? Since there are a few different reasons for dog humping, it may take a bit of trial and error to get your dog to knock it off. Obviously, you don't want your dog humping your guests. You also don't want humping to lead to a fight with another dog. Even humping an object can potentially cause damage, depending on the object. Fortunately, humping can usually be managed through training. Catch your dog in the act. First of all, if you want to stop your dog's humping, you need to address the behavior while it's happening. Call your dog's name and say a word like, off, or stop. The word, no, is not ideal since it's used so often in conversation. Likewise, the word, down, may be confusing if your dog knows how to lie down on command, or if you ever want to teach it. Offer a reward. If your dog stops humping when you say, stop, or, off, reward with a treat, a toy, or affection, depending on what your dog likes most. Remove the humping target if possible. If it's a person, you might just need to remove your dog from the room. If you can't get your dog's attention with a verbal cue, you might need to lure it away with a valuable reward. Find something very appealing, like a treat or a favorite squeaky toy. Consistently repeat the off or stop cue each time the dog humps, then coax it away. Praise your dog when he moves his attention to the reward and away from the humping. Seek professional help. Eventually, you might be able to break your dog's humping habit. However, some dogs won't quit that easily. If yours is one of them, you may wish to seek the help of a professional dog trainer or behaviorist to work on the issue. Otherwise, you might need to accept that your dog is going to hump and avoid situations where humping will be a problem. If this is how things turn out, you'll need to know how to predict the humping behavior and prevent it whenever possible. This is especially true when humping may cause a dog fight or an injury to someone. Do you want to have a well-behaved, obedient and calm pet dog without spending hours in training him? Check out the first link in the description and download the Secret Training Technique guide absolutely free. It is available for free only for a limited period of time. Thanks for watching the video. Comment below if you liked the video. Please subscribe to the Little Paws Training channel if you are serious about training and grooming your dog. Also, join our Facebook group where you get all the solutions to your daily doggy problems.